Hi, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. Wendy Anderson, justbe.me. So increased sensitivity at the moment in this current portal. So the date is 10th of September 2024. And when I started recording this video, it was 10 minutes past 10 in the morning. So I know that I'm onto something, kind of like when the numbers are kind of like synchronistic. So massive expansion, portal energies. But you're going to be feeling it. Well, maybe not all, but some of you will definitely be feeling it. And you'll be feeling it definitely in your bottom three chakras. So your root chakra, which is indicative of muscles, skeletal system, or bones. So muscles or bones, so you may feel kind of like just a general weakness. You may even have some kind of like bone pain, so it may be kind of around the neck area, around the shoulders. So you may be feeling it in the sacral area, so this is reproductive organs. And you may be feeling it in the solar plex, so digestive system. So all these things may be rumbling at the moment for you. So it's just to say, don't worry, all is well. It's just unraveling and it's unfolding. And you're feeling it in the body unfolding. You know, this is 7 generations worth of karma, how we've been living. But the thing that is kind of getting really sensitive at the moment is relationships with others, or just interactions with others. So you've got your light body, which is all the chakras and your auric field. And many of you have been doing this for a long time, that you've been doing your daily disciplines and living an intentional life. So you've been putting your intentions into your body, which clears out low frequencies. So you're choosing in the mind high frequency thoughts, high frequency intentions. So love is the highest vibration that there is. You know, that's what we're made of. So if we put intentions there in the mind of love, then that is going to be very synchronistic of you, because that's who you are and what you are. You are made from the same from frequency love, pure frequency love. So when we put those intentions back into the body and into our field, our energetic field, it also has a action on the light body in that field. So, you know, your aura can be 2 meters wide. Ironically, at some point we weren't allowed 2 meters within the field of each other. Ironically, why 2 meters? Some of you can actually, you know, throw your auric field or some of your energy kind of further than that, which is amazing. Some of you can fill a room with it, which is absolutely awesome. If you are putting high frequency intentions into that field, some of you may not be doing this work of placing high intentions into your field, and others are going to be feeling it. So if you are sensitive to energy, you're going to feel it either way. So around people in your workplace, public transport, other family members. So if they are not living an intentional life, cleansing their auric field, you know, literally we are made of light. So that's how we can put light in, and it switches the light on, so the darkness is kind of like, it cannot exist, and it's still, you know, we need the darkness. So this is at the minute, you know, the increased sensitivity is the darkness, so we can switch the light on to live intentionally. So you may be feeling sensitive around certain people that are not lighting themselves up, shall we say, and that's okay. Can we allow others their unique expression? Because if you live an intentional life and you're doing the work and putting that into your field, that is the thing that you are protected with. You are safe. Yeah. So number one, place intentions into your field. And it could be a simple exercise when you wake up on a morning or when you're going to sleep on a night, because that is when, just as you're falling asleep or just as you are waking up, that is when the mind is in the best brainwave state to be programmed. So then you're programming the mind to program your body, and then your body is programming the energetic field as well. So it's all happening simultaneously. So it could be something simple like wishing yourself peace, happiness, health, abundance, peace. Just something simple. Keep it simple. It doesn't have to be, you know. And then you can then place that intention for other people, for everyone. You know, why have discernment? Just for everyone. In your mind's eye as well. So the people who you may feel crunchy around, you can place this intention for them as well. Ho'oponopono is so powerful as well. Forgot about this is just coming to my mind. Thank you for the reminder. So I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Those 4 sentences are so powerful. So again, you know, you can use this just as you're falling asleep, just as you're waking up. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And you can also say this to people who are feeling a little bit crunchy. And that's okay, you know, they still allow them their expression, accept whatever field that they are turning up in. So there are people who are just not ready to do this kind of energetic practice or work, and that's okay. You know, this lifetime is, and sometimes we may worry about them, but this lifetime is a grain of sand. It's more like a game, you know. So they'll get another go at it. So whatever happens, you know, even if their time ends on this plane, yep, our humanness will be sad, but in some ways it's a cease to their suffering, because they'll go back to source, have a little rest, and you know what, play the game again. So all is well in the scheme of things, really. So we don't have to fear for another's path, because they're absolutely okay. It's just part of their learning, it's part of their expression, and it's part of this Earth's free will. You know, this is the only planet of free will. So we can allow others their free will in their expressions, and it may be low frequency expression. That's okay. Let's leave them to it. Number 2, engagement. It's okay to remove yourself from somebody's field if it's getting too much for you. If it's getting too much for you, come away and do some further intentions, you know, some further. So, you know, like a lot of people wear talismans and things like that around the neck and crystals, and you know, myself included. But I know intrinsically at my heart level that, you know, this is just merely a reminder. It's not the thing that protects me. The thing that protects me is my divine love, my connection to it. It's my intentions every day that I'm placing into my field, I'm placing into my body. And when it's good intentions and it's high frequency energy, which is reconnecting to the light, then everyone's getting a slice. Everyone's getting a slice. I'm getting protected. Everyone's feeling the love. For some people, it may be too difficult to feel, because, you know, there may be a lot that it's bringing up for them. You know, all the times that they were denied of love, and all of a sudden, you know, you've got all this in your field, and you'll find people scampering away from you. That's okay. You become like Marmite. People will love you or hate you. You know, that's okay. Your energy might be too much for some people. Allow them still that expression. So again, engagement for them may be too difficult with you, because it may be just too much for them at once. So they may only be able to have a little bit and then kind of like go away. And again, you might find this of other people as well, is that engagement with others may bring out your sensitivity in the bottom 3 chakras. Again, this is opportunity for you to step up and step into your practices. You may have forgotten, or you may have let them lapse a little bit. Do you know what? That's okay. Every second is opportunity for resurrection. So we can choose to resurrect at any point. So, right, okay, last week, yeah, or, I've had this difficult time or whatever, and I haven't been into my practices as much as I've been into my practices and everything else. That's fine, that's okay. Forgive yourself, move forward, get back onto the path of love and light, and place those intentions into yourself, into your field. And, if you feel like it, if you've got enough energy in your pot, and your cup is over brimming, then, send love out into the world. So, number 4, use water, food, places, people, and most importantly, yourself to live an intentional life. So first, always start off with self. Self always is the first. So again, you can use Ho'oponopono, or if you're thinking, I can't remember what she said, don't worry. You can say, I wish myself happiness, I wish myself joy, I wish myself peace. You get to choose what you want in your field. You're the creator being. So I'm not fully giving you that it must be rigid like this. These are suggestions of creation. You get to colour it how you want to colour it, basically. So water can be really important because water holds memory. So you can literally kind of like hold it to your heart, place intentions in it as to what you want to place into it. Give it a little bit of a shake, let's energise it. And energise it after you've placed your intentions into it again. And you can say, that this water is the most beautiful, pure, cleansing water that hydrates my body and my mind, and put all the intentions of what you want in your water into it. Trust is a big one at the moment. I come back into my body and I fully trust myself, and I trust my body, and I entrust my mind as well, because if you've had monkey mind lately, that's great. It's just conversations in the mind. Your mind is a beautiful organ, but you get to choose what you place into it as well. So again, it returns you back to you, who you are, what you are, creator, and the power is with you. Power and the glory is always with you, always, infinitely. Food. So for me personally, people are surprised to think I'm vegan or vegetarian or things like that. Do you know what? I love seeing animals in the fields. I love them seeing there. And unfortunately, if we didn't eat them, we probably wouldn't see cows and sheep and pigs, because, the farmers raise them as, part of phases and cycles. Without that phase and cycles, they wouldn't be around as much, unfortunately. So I do try and choose where I purchase it from, and I try and do locally as much as I can, and organically fed as much as I can. But then I also place my intentions into the preparation of the meat and the meal. I give thank you to the farmer that has raised the animal. I give thanks to the land that has fed the animal, Gaia, and thank you for the abundance that this planet sustains and gives me. Thank you so much. So again, add love to everything. It changes the frequency of it. It changes the vibration of it. So your foods, and water. Like if you're at work and you're feeling a little bit embarrassed to kind of like no, you know what? You can just have your cuppa on your desk, and just literally kind of like your mind travels faster, or thought travels faster than word anyway. So even putting the thought into your water, no one knows what you're thinking. So again, you can own your thoughts. You become the master of it. So just put an intention into your cup of tea even, or your coffee on your desk on a morning. So we can, we don't have to be blazing about it. Oh, look at me putting the intentions in everything, and oh God, you don't have to be in that space either. It just literally is mind work, mind fun. Let's fall a word, work. Kind of don't like that. Mind fun, mind play. Yeah, let's call it mind play. I like that. Places. So your home or your workplace, right? How can I live intentionally? Right. So for me, and this is just a suggestion of your creation. So for me, I came across, it was a Steve Noble meditation. It was the 13 Pillars of Light. It's on YouTube. You can look it up. It's free. I think it's free, or it might be members only, I can't remember. But have a look for it anyway. It's beautiful. If you can't find it, this is just a simplistic version of you place 13 pillars around your home or workplace of light. The first one, place down yourself, and then place ones around your home, and then clear out energetically. So go through each room in your workplace or your home, and literally kind of like with light, literally clear everything out. When I did this, I could literally hear something moving in one of the rooms. It sounded like something left and knocked over a chair. It was the bizarrest thing. So it's really interesting how energy is it's everything because it's everything that everything is made of. So energetically give this space a good cleanse. I feel kind of like the last few months we've had a lot of darkness on the planet and dark entities and just darkness, but you know what? You need both the dark and the light. Just weave the light in with the darkness, that's okay. Can I allow both to exist at once? And that's fine. But my intentions is me being the creator, and I'm not judging the dark. It's just that I just want to create something different in the light. And thank you for the dark for allowing me to create in the light. So again, so this is number 5, but I'll get back to that, grace and gratitude. So that is places, the 13 columns of light. Give it a big clear out and seal it. So clear it out, cleanse, and then seal. You know, put a bubble around it, whatever it is that you want to do, put a bubble around it. Yourself. So again, you know, give a clear out to yourself daily in your auric field and your light body. Literally imagine there's a pillar of light coming from the universe all the way down the core of your center, all the way into Gaia's core. And you can imagine that however you want. You can imagine it going through the dirt, through the roots, you know, through all the elements in the soil, and be grateful for everything that Gaia encompasses, because the elements within the soil is also reflective of the elements that we are made up from. So but by us saying thank you to the soil and all the elements within, we're also saying to us thank you to us, because we are the same and all the elements within. And what this seems to do is balance the periodic table within us. So your mercury, your aluminiums, your leads, your fluorides, you know, whatever are those natural elements on the periodic table, having grace for them within the body and grace for them on the planet, somehow brings it back into alignment. Also, frankincense essential oil does the same thing as well. And I think 5 years ago, something like that, they started putting on these essential oil labels. Not all you can take orally, so always do your homework. doTERRA is a really good Bible, if you like, of essential oils. It'll tell you which ones that you can only use topically, and it will tell you which ones that you can actually put in water and consume. Some of the oils as well you can use direct, literally a few drops under the tongue. Frankincense is one of these, as long as it is a good quality one. If it's about £2-3, forget it, it's not going to do anything. So you're going to be looking about the £10 and upwards kind of like mark for it. And it can't be a fragrant oil, it has to be a pure essential oil. Or it can be medical grade powdered frankincense, that's good as well. So you literally can just put it directly under your tongue. And I've been testing this for the last 15 years. And I'm still alive, and other clients have also been testing it and everything else, and it seems to balance everything on the periodic table. But however, you are a creator being with intention, power of thought, so you can literally align the elements within your body just by the thoughts. I am grateful for the soil and all the elements within. I am grateful for my body and all the elements within. Grace, gratitude can be a powerful energy. So the Atlantean, this is like Atlantean energy as well. So the Atlanteans, they lived intentional graceful lives. You know, they were putting tension into their municipal water supplies. In fact, they were surrounded by water, and water, as we know, has memory. So they placed the intentions into the water that surrounded them and the water that they consumed and bathed in even. So they were they had gratitude for everything. They were grateful for the food they were eating. They were grateful for the people that they were communing with. So again, people. So this is coming back to people. Can I be grateful for the people, even though they're in a lower frequency expression? Can I still be grateful for the child of light that they are, because we're all one, made from the same energy? Can I also be grateful for the teacher within them that has taught me to come back home to who I am and what I am, which is a co-creator. I co-create with source energy. I am also a child of light as they are. Thank you for the reminder of who I am and what I am. Thank you for the reminder of how powerful I am and how energetic I am. So even people that are expressions of low frequency, and you know what, they are still wounded, they are still hurting, and they are still learning how to let that hurt go and just hold another expression. But to be something else when they have really identified with the wounded child or the wounded even adult, letting that go for them is unconscionable at this point in time. And some people will go to the grave with it, and you know what, can we just allow them that expression? But you may find yourself wanting to gravitate out of certain communes of people, and I don't mean kind of like hippie communes and everything. I mean kind of like maybe workplaces, friend circles, things like that. It could be playground of mums. Oh, you know, kind of like that circle of mums energy. It's kind of like, it's not really resonating with me anymore. That's okay. And you may even find yourself ostracized a little bit. Great, you're ascending. So, you know, it's all good. Or, you know, so it can go either way actually. So either you are ascending really, really fast and you are holding so much light, and they are still kind of like here, and they just can't stand you've got too much, and it's too much for them. Or you may be too much on the other way, where you've got a little bit of shadow work to do, or some more intentions to place into your energetic field. And you know what, that's all right, it's all good. So look at how people are responding to you. If you are feeling that, you know, people are just like leaving you alone and giving you a wide berth, again, you know, you'll know how you're feeling. If you're feeling good, then you're not gonna care two hoots anyway, because you're still good even standing there on your own in your beautiful energy. Who cares? If you are caring about being there, standing there on your own, then that says to me there's some intentions to place within you. You've got the, you know, power of kinesiology. You can also ask yourself certain questions as well. You can test your chakras. So root chakra, yeah, mine's out a little bit. So I am safe in every now. Okay, sacral chakra, actually mine's okay to do, which is surprising because my over has been rumbling, but apparently it's a clearing, so that's great. None of my creations are ever going to be thwarted ever again. So I do not fear my creations. And again, this may be a big program with people clearing out as well, that have been, you know, quite expressive creators in their field in past lives, you know, where you've been the creator in your field, and it could be like you could have been a herbal healer, and you know, one way or another, it's kind of like it's met your demise. Feel into that, feel it, and feel safe in that. I'm going back to the love of source. I'm always going to go back to love of source, but yeah, look, I'm here again. You know, I am infinite. I am infinite. All is good. All is well. So yeah, clearing out these big programs. Solar plex is okay, but if it's coming back not okay, so it will come back and it'll weaken. So solar plex, yellow. Joy. So where is it that I am feeling lack of joy at the moment? Am I all work and no play right now? Or are there people around me that are absolutely draining my life force energy? Right, okay, can I have a little bit of alone time to recharge my batteries away from certain people and certain fields because I'm feeling drained? Now, nobody can take your energy, you can only choose to give it. So again, you can place the intention there. I'm putting my personal respect boundary up right now because I'm feeling a little bit depleted in the old energetic field. So I'm putting the, and you can even hermit for a little bit, and that's okay, that's a superpower too. If you feel like you need to reach out to people, it starts to come up in the hands. You know, you've hermited a little bit too much and your hands will start to ache, so it's wanting you to reach out. So energy, so it's okay to hermit, it's okay to pull back from relationships, it's okay to pull back from people and re-energize. So this might be a time where you might want some alone time, and that's okay. Jesus spent 40 days alone in you know, the desert, just literally reconnecting with himself. So, you know, you don't have to feel, some of us feel guilty. Well, I've got certain commitments, I've got work, I've got family, I've got, you know, I have responsibilities. Well, do you know what? If you don't recharge your batteries, that's when depression sets in. Depression is the biggest killer of men out of any condition or disease. So if you don't recharge your batteries, you won't be any good to anyone. So if you can even spend a day in nature, a couple of days in nature, awesome. But as long as you need to have some time alone to re-energize. Okay. Yeah. So when we are overgiving and overly responsible, that's, you know, that, like I was saying, depression can set in. So again, it's to protect ourselves. Protecting ourselves is another form of love. It's okay to do that. So if you're feeling guilty about that, about needing that space and needing that time, it is essential, it is a must. So this thing that I am saying right now could save lives. So it is so important to take that time that you need and to take what you need. Put the love back in yourself. You are a being made from the frequency of love. When we are overly responsible for others, we are coming away from loving ourselves. So if you don't take that time to place the love light back in you, how on earth? So you are only responsible for your own energetic field. If you take responsibility for your own energetic field and you're filling it with love and you're filling it with good stuff and you're filling it with high frequency, you know, can you imagine the people around you get a slice of that beautiful cake and get a slice of your beautiful energy? If you've just got nothing in there and it's just empty, you are void of love. There's nothing to give, you're an empty shell. So this is why it's essential to be responsible for your own energy right now and to fill your cup back up. So this is the current portal of energy, and it's massive, fast expansion and transitioning. It is so beautiful. All is well. You're okay, you're protected, you're safe, and the remembrance is, however you are turning up right now in your expression, you are unconditionally loved by source energy. So can you, and again, if you're just feeling it in this moment, can you tap back into your heart space to a moment of when you've unconditionally loved or when you've been unconditionally loved by another? So this could be a time, I always think newborn babies are such a beautiful energy of this. And obviously not all of you are parents, but so it could be if you've ever had a pet. And you know what? That pet is probably pissing and shitting absolutely everywhere. But you know what? That pet just makes you smile because you love it. Now this is the power of animals, you know, they're high frequency beings. They just make you smile. Can I think back to that moment of unconditional love? Can I think back to that moment of where I held, you know, a newborn in my arms and I'm looking at the newborn with just such awe and just such love? or the times to when your child looked back at you, and you could see in their eyes just pure unconditional love. Or maybe you've got a beautiful parent that did the same for you. I know not everyone is fortunate in this field because you've been learning about abandonment. Even kind of like if you sat in nature and you've sat down next to a tree, or you've sat just on the grass and watched the flowers just blowing in the breeze, you know, that pure look in that, just that awe of that's just so beautiful. Now that is the feeling of unconditional love. So can I just spend 5 minutes just getting back into that energetic field? If I do nothing today, that this is the most important thing. And you know what? If you get told off for daydreaming at work, then do you know what? You can't be told off as a grown-up. You can be told off as a child, but you can't be told off as a grown-up. So if you need 5 to daydream at work by just getting into that field, then do that. And again, how many of your kids probably was tapping into that field at school and, you know, kind of got a board rubber, showing me, board rubber thrown at you, or you got told off. Do you know what? It's you getting back into your field and finding equilibrium. So get back into the daydream space. Be a kid, be a child, and just own it. This is you. You are a miracle. You are magical. You are amazing. So if you don't do anything else today, just own that and let that be in your worth, because you are worthy just being here. So you don't have to feel guilty about, if I'm not feeling work at the moment, I'm not feeling shopping for my family at the moment, I'm not feeling housework, I'm not feeling taking such and such here, there, or whatever, and being the taxi for them. You just being here on this planet in these intentional fields, and if you can engage with people at the moment, that's okay too. You just being here in these intentional fields is enough, and you will get to the point where your sensitivities will help them decrease, and you will be able to feel amazing and go back out and engage with people again. And then you feel depleted, you come back home again, then you go out and you come back home. So I see these concentric circles, and I see this pattern as a law of the universe for all beings, basically. You go out, you come home, you go out, you come home. So it's okay to do that. Again, it's the rhythm of your beingness. So honour your rhythm. Your heart will tell you as well, because it will feel heavy where you don't do this. So lighten your heart with your intentions. Your mind and your consciousness is your superpower. These are the bits that are missing from the Bible, or some scriptures that have been hidden. But you know what? We're reviving it. We're bringing it in, back into the consciousness. It's back in the DNA. It's back in your energetic field. Be magical, even just for today, and see how it goes. Let me know how it goes. So I will leave that with you, because I'm going away now to be intentionally magical. Take care, everyone. Have an awesome day, no matter what it is that you're doing. And it doesn't matter what you do, it matters how you are being. So that's the feminine energy that's really, really increasing on the planet at the moment. Like, the doingness is very masculine energy, and it's still a beautiful energy. So we are in the beingness to bring in some new light codes, some new paradigms, some new programs, and it's the intentional living program that we are bringing in. So we can then place that in our doingness throughout our expressions in our day. Okay, I'll leave all that with you. Take care. Love you all. Bye.